Weapon disassembly is the main point of weapons and why the key so you can make like crazy combinations for motility, technique, or advance. But here's the thing. What if I told you there were some weapons that are actually better when not disassembled? That's why in this video, I'm gonna go over some weapons, 3 weapons that are better when they are not disassembled. Remember, this is my opinion. First weapon is the electric coil stick. Now you can get this bad boy right at the beginning in chapter 2. It's pretty insane. And here's the thing for its Fable arts. The blade Fable art gives it more electric blitz damage, and then the handle Fable art is insane. So you don't even have to run up the enemy, and you already get them critical hit. With their stagger gauge is really weak. And then you can get this like for only 1,200 ergo. That's pretty short because you can already find tons of ergo fragments everywhere in chapter 2. And it's not really that hard since the merchant is right next to the second stargazer. And it's not even that bad of a weapon, like it's insane, but it can go with other combinations. Like it can go with the crap police baton handle or the booster glaive handle. But this isn't an advanced weapon just for its handle when not assembled because it gets a B scaling in advance, but an A scaling when it's got an advanced crank into it, which you can get your first advanced crank for only 800 ergo from whoever that red guy in the jacket was. I don't remember his name, that puppet, but anyways, they'll only sell one advanced crank for just 800 ergo. And that's not even that cheap as well. Like, it's pretty cheap anyway. Anyways, now we have the next 2. One is the live puppet's axe. Now, this bad boy is the heaviest weapon in the entire game. The blade is the heaviest, and the handle is also the heaviest. But, and I might be thinking, how does he even get onto this list? Well, here's what I have to say about the blade. It's Fable art, killer attack. It doesn't stagger the enemy, but it does get them greatly to the stagger point. And it also got the highest physical in the entire game, even higher than the Coil Majolnir head. And it is the heaviest in. Basically, you have to get it at chapter 8, so you can get it earlier than the Coil Majolnir. And then its handle is Endure, which you can just keep the same stance for like almost any attack. It won't even get knocked over. Killer attack does a lot of damage just for a head. And then these output ridiculous damage outputs. Like, it's insane. Endure, yes, I said Endure. It also boosts your defense as well, so that's pretty cool. But anything about killer attack is pretty crazy. This is a motivity handle. So we'll get a B scaling motivity, but an A scaling when you put a motivity crank into it. But there is a butterfly with a motivity crank in chapter 8, so you can pretty much get this at like any point. It's not even that. It's in like the middle of chapter 8. It's not even that hard to get. You need a lot of capacity if you want to equip some other crap. But there's also the carrier's amulet, which increases your weight limit. But then there's also probably some defense parts that'll be really heavy. Like the LADA F350 frame. That's pretty heavy. I'm around like 26.4. Which is heavier than the live puppet axe by 1 unit. But anyways, this, when not disassembled, is pretty crazy. With Endure, it'll be able to stand through anything. Even strong fury attacks. But I mean, yeah, it's gonna have low durability, but you can just use the minis, like urgent repair tool, or just get to a safe point and use your grindstone. It's obviously fine. I would want to pack electric blitz or overheat or even acid if you need it, but it's gonna be all fine. It does like a ton of stagger damage as well, so you don't need to worry about any of that crap. Highest control in the game for even a blade, and it's insane. And finally, the last weapon is the booster glaive. This weapon by itself, I mean, yeah, it's pretty slow, but its handle is one of the best technique handles in the entire game. Well, it does have its fatal art, which is Patient Slash. It's pretty good. Then Storm Slash is insane. It's able to stagger anything. They have the stagger gauge up. The blade does decent damage. There's nothing really bad about it. And like, you get it pretty early. You get it in chapter 3. It's not really that bad. Just put the electric coil stick head onto it, and it's a pretty good weapon. There's nothing that can beat this weapon. Anyways, that was pretty short. Didn't really have much to go over, but like, it's got a lot. Anyways, like and subscribe for more.